Every season, gardeners spend a fortune chasing the perfect fertilizer. We test brands, we follow labels, we wait for miracles, and still end up wondering why growth is slow, leaves stay pale, or fruit sets are weak. But right now, a quiet revolution is spreading among serious gardeners and even experienced farmers. It's not a store-bought fertilizer, it's not complicated, and it's not some miracle hoax. It's a simple 2-ingredient grass brew that's outperforming synthetic fertilizers and delivering explosive plant growth with nothing more than green waste and water. Farmers are calling it their liquid powerhouse. Gardeners are using it to revive dying tomatoes, turbocharge leafy greens, and build dark, rich soil with natural biology instead of forcing it with chemicals. And the craziest part? Most people already throw away its main ingredient every time they mow the lawn. In this video, we're going deep. No hype, no fluff. I'm going to show you exactly how this grass brew works, what's happening on a biological level, how to make it correctly so it doesn't rot or smell like death, and how to apply it depending on whether you're growing tomatoes, fruit trees, leafy greens, or trying to restore dead soil. If you've ever struggled with nutrient deficiencies, weak seedlings, or stunted growth, this might be the most important gardening formula you ever learn. Let's break down the grass brew that's reshaping gardens one bucket at a time. Many people see cut grass as just green waste, but scientifically, fresh grass is packed with nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, trace minerals, and chlorophyll. When it's converted into a liquid form using fermentation, these nutrients become quickly available to plants in a water-soluble state. Fresh grass typically contains around 3 to 4% nitrogen, which rivals some commercial nitrogen fertilizers. But unlike synthetic formulas, this brew includes beneficial microbes that improve soil health instead of damaging it. The second ingredient is simply water, but its role is critical. Water extracts nutrients from the grass as it breaks down, turning the bucket into a liquid nutrient base. During the fermentation process, microbial activity transforms complex plant compounds into bioavailable forms that roots can absorb immediately. If done correctly, you create a powerful living fertilizer tea that feeds both the plant and the soil microbiome. If done incorrectly, you'll just end up with foul-smelling sludge that can damage roots. Cover the bucket with a breathable cloth or loose lid and let it sit in a shaded area. On average, it takes 7 to 10 days to fully ferment in warm weather. Stir the mix once a day to help oxygen flow and prevent anaerobic rot. The tea is ready when the water turns a deep greenish brown and smells earthy rather than rotten. If it smells like sewage, it has gone anaerobic and should be diluted heavily or discarded into a compost pile. An ideal brew should have a mild fermented smell similar to silage or alfalfa tea. This tea is highly concentrated, so it must be diluted before application. For seedlings and leafy greens like spinach, kales, sukuma wiki, and lettuce, dilute 1 part tea to 10 parts water. For fruiting crops like tomatoes, peppers, and cucumbers, a 1:5 dilution works well. If feeding trees or shrubs, a 1:3 ratio can be applied directly around the drip line. Always water the soil lightly first, then apply the tea to avoid shocking dry roots. Apply weekly for leafy crops and every 10 to 14 days for fruiting plants. Most gardeners start seeing leaf color intensify within 3 to 5 days. Tomato growers report stronger flowering and thicker stems after about 2 weeks of consistent feeding. Root crops like carrots and beets, well, they show improved foliage which supports stronger root swell. In African small-scale farms, some have recorded a significant increase in sukuma wiki productivity due to a steady nitrogen supply, without forcing the plant with harsh chemicals. Adding sugar or molasses can, really supercharge microbial life. Some experienced gardeners enhance the brew by adding 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses per liter of tea once fermentation is complete. This encourages beneficial bacterial growth, turning your tea into a mild biofertilizer that helps build soil structure over time. This step is optional, but honestly, it's highly recommended for soils that have suffered chemical burnout. Applying in the early morning or late evening ensures that the stomata are open and roots can take in moisture without evaporation loss. Avoid application in direct midday sun to prevent nutrient burn. When used as a foliar spray, dilute even more, using 1 part tea to 15 parts water, and spray both sides of the leaves. Foliar feeding works best for fast-growing greens and, can revive yellowing leaves caused by nitrogen deficiency. Even natural fertilizers can cause problems if misused. If leaves start turning too dark green or show curled edges, reduce frequency. Grass tea is nitrogen dominant, so during the fruiting stage of plants like tomatoes or peppers, balance it with potassium-rich inputs like banana peel tea to avoid excessive foliage at the expense of fruiting. This simple 2-ingredient grass brew is more than a budget fertilizer. It's a living nutrient solution that feeds plants quickly while building long-term soil health. Whether you're growing vegetables for your family or managing a larger farm, mastering this technique gives you a powerful tool that turns waste into wealth. If you found this guide valuable and you want more serious field-tested gardening strategies, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you've tried this grass brew before, and share this video with anyone who's tired of wasting money on weak fertilizers. Let's grow smarter together.